esta publicación, pero bueno, ya estaré atento a ver qué cosa dicen, ¿no? Yo creo que sí es una... Pues,
okay. Well, first things first, if anything happened to me, make sure, to look, into the NYPD, and the powers that be. And anything happened to me, shame on you, because shit, well, there's not that many voices dissenting with honesty. A lot of the dissenting voices are bought and paid for. So they are calculated risk just to blow some steam. So there's never any significant progress. That's why we are progressives. I am. The government that we have is not. Full of lies and deception. More than 60% of elected officials are gay, bisexual, trisexual, pansexual. I don't know. Whatever. It's the same thing. You want to call it racism, colonialism, capitalism, neoliberalism, globalism. I mean, how many names can you put something just to fool people? Like all the time. All the time, Don't want to waste any time. Don't want to get distracted. I thought I was going to just check to see, because sometimes they're slick like that and they take the sound out. Yeah, that's the land of the who and home of the who. Because there's absolutely, and if anything happened to this video, I'm going to make another one and another one and another one. I'm not going to stay quiet because, that's my integrity. That's my, they're so sleek that, they have everybody so, like, cheering the fact that we are about to, take control. Can you stop? We're about to take control of the, nuclear, what is it? Nuclear, hypersonic, directable missiles, which is like the most amazing thing you can even imagine. I mean, within the third dimension, they have been described as futuristic. So, and we're going to be doing anything. We're doing anything, and we will be continue to do anything, to own those, because whoever own those missiles own the whole planet and the universe. They already mapped out, just like the Council of Nicaea. They divide the land as if it was theirs. They make billions and trillions of institutions. I mean, like literally manufacturing legitimacy. They write everything down. We never did that. My ancestors, your ancestors, never did that. We never had to. Because we never been in need of survival. We don't even know. I find that being ridiculous, like survival as a race. Especially after the way they messed us up these past 400 years. So we don't even know which way is up. And that have to be said. That we don't even know which way is up. The United Nations is a prostitute. destitute. That's what I say. Like we are afraid of computer software. We're being terrified by computer software. And it's true, like the people are like, I don't want him to take my money. I don't want him to take my money. But it's coming out over here. This is weird. It's screening us. Somehow it's bouncing over there. And I say I was not going to get any distracted. But here I am, distracted. It's heavy. It's just heavy. I mean, remember when, oh my God, who was that? Nixon? Who said 1974, something like that? Oh, we're gonna just get off the dollar. I mean, off the gold standard. We're just gonna get off the standard for just a little bit. It's 2022, and we got paper galore. That's all it is, paper, being wiped out completely. Not even wiped out, indentured servants. More than $30 trillion. What, 17 years? Not even 20 years. The first 42 presidents only stole, which was a lot, still a lot, stealing, $1.1 trillion. That's how much it was the national debt after the first 42. After that, 43, 44, 45, 46, wiped out. Just imagine, just walking down the street, you get mugged, they take everything you got. You have like $10 million in diamonds, and they took everything, and even your titles of your properties that you were carrying in a bag, they took everything. No land, no nothing. Imagine that. If we wish to see that, we will probably do something. As we see some videos, right? That there's always some good guy. Even I don't even know why they even defend feminists. Because, well, when you don't have any self-esteem, you're gonna be kissing your worst enemy. That's it. No self-esteem. Whatever happened to my body, it is my body, and I decide over my body. Where are all these destitutes? Where are all these destitutes? How much they got paid to produce, mass hysteria. Mass hysteria. We've been living in mass hysteria after mass hysteria. And that's how it was described. I don't know who described that. Our reaction. Hysteria. Even my own country is calling it an invasion. See, we gotta be destitutes just to survive. Because that's the way we love it, right? We love to be somebody's biatch. We love it. We love it. We love it. There's no way out, huh? There's no way out. There is no way out. I hope the Slavs know what they're doing. Because right now it's just like, I gotta believe that, that's, because it's congruent with their, MO, the least amount of innocent casualties, the least damage, That is a characteristic of the Federation. Exactly the opposite. I must say it. I must say it. I'm not into, crackery or anything like that, because there's a lot of water under that bridge. And I got a brain. Well, I have a little bit of a brain. Maybe half. But even though this is why I'm not buying this shit. It's like, I wish I had more information. I feel like, what is that everybody else know that I don't? Because I see everybody talking about BS, like not in the middle of, uh, fastly heating up Cold War. We are in the middle of a Cold War. That's getting hot. And guess what? Coincidentally, the temperature usually do that this time of the year. Coincidentally. And Eric Adams, exactly on March 21st, as far as what I read, you cannot believe anything though. He gave a press conference to insult us, the ones who are paying his salary, that we've been supporting him all his life with our tax dollars. So that make you a public servant. Public, not corporate servant. You say it's all lies and deception. I mean, like, when have you seen a heterosexual African American man, go from, what is that? In the Senate, I think it was Senate. I cannot even keep up. I cannot even remember. I mean, not to mention the scholarships and stuff, and all these data and codes. I think he's an expert in coding and coding too. I don't even know. With these gays, you don't even know. Oh, I blew the whole stuff. I mean, I gave it away. You see how this stupid language, because I ain't giving away shit. That's why I'm here. Playing by the book. I am playing by the book. And I know that dissent is very patriotic, because I cannot detach myself from the empire where I have been for too long, decades and decades. But because of that, and because we're dear neighbors, as my Mexican blood, of course, but I worry about my neighbor getting bedbugs. And you're gonna call me, oh, you nosy, you like, what's it to you? My neighbor, my next door neighbor get infested, as we are, with fascists and all kinds of bleep. You see, I censor myself. That's the beauty of being old and wise. I'm not even. I don't buy your shit. People buy your shit. Like, people think like 45, they shit is normal. They're falling apart at 45. You say, oh yeah, it's like a normalized disease. Completely. People buy it. I mean, I never bought it. I never bought it. I mean, when I used to watch television like 15 years ago, I used to see it. Come on, you cannot even pronounce these diseases you're coming up with. And the way they said it, it was like to get into your subconscious. You know, like they went right. You might get it one day, unless you already got it. What's that? Fear mongering. That's fear mongering. For what? Because that's the useless of all the emotions, all the vibrations. It's dead weight. It's a heavy dead weight, you know. That's why they make us eat 3 times a day at least, plus snacks. So we never transcend, never ascend, right? We stay in the third dimension, you know, until we die physically. And then we come back and we try it again. Come back and we try it again. I don't want to come back. I don't know. But I don't want to come back. As far as I know, I don't want to come back to this mess. I just don't want to be around, what's it called? Sadistic. We gotta say the truth. We gotta speak the truth because we cannot lie no more. There's these peoples, they enjoy too much. And they said it. What was that guy who just died like a year ago or something? You know, he was like the mistress, you know, the destitute, or, you know, so I don't want to say it, at the Buckingham Palace. I want to come back as a virus so I can get rid of it. You should say it like that, and then you front that you are your family of Vlad the Impaler. Vlad, I think it's, yeah, Vlad the Impaler. That's you guys always, you know. You change your ethnicity from German to the other one, into the other one. Because that's what you do. Infiltration. Tration. Okay. So I'm gonna end it like this. I'm just gonna say what I was gonna say about this. I forgot what it's called. What is it called? I turn it off. I closed the window. Yeah, but that's the NYPD's neighborhood safety. NYPD. Neighborhood safety teams. So, you know, I put the article and everything, you know. I mean, I not all the article because I don't want people to get distracted because I know everybody got ADD. So I have to, like, you know, put it in little pieces so without taking the noise and all the pussy walking, whatever, footing. I mean, anyway. So it's a neighborhood safety teams. It's not just one team, it's teams. How many teams? I don't know. Like I say, you know, we were just supposed to be getting out of the golden standard for a minute, just a little bit, you know. And now it's like the waking up in the middle of the nightmare. nobody see it because, like I said, you don't see actually. Like, if you was to see the actual mugging, at least the footage of, somebody getting mugged and dispossessed of everything they own, like whatever you see. But now it's just like, oh, the national debt is 31. I think it's almost $31 trillion. $31 trillion. I mean, I cannot even imagine that. So we become slaves. Your great and my great 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 grandchildren slaves. Not gonna finish paying this debt. I'm not gonna finish paying this debt, and and if they do the reset, they already got everything in real estate, right? So that's why they say, what's it called? Bezos and Gates, and they got property in the United States. They can drive from, whatever, the border with your neighbors. Hi, I'm your neighbor. Give me some sugar. No, we don't want the sugar. We just want our land back. And reparations for Operation Fast and Furious. And all, let's just start with that. So, it's ridiculous that I'm talking like this. You don't realize the insanity of what I'm saying? And this is not, one of those things you pay every month to watch some drama. It's just gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt where it hurt the worst. Seeing our children decimated. Look at these Neanderthals, what they're doing in Ukraine, right? They're putting them naked and with this homoerotic shit. Is like, oh my God. Like I said, they're masochists, you see? And they put them naked in the street. I'm like, okay, so, that's the problem. A lot of people are descendants of those that got addicted to free labor. Slavery, Jim Crow, all that stuff. Send me 10 more thousand prisoners, or whatever they used to call it, back in the day. Jailbirds. And that was it. Once they was exhausted out of life, then send me 10 more thousand. And paying with taxpayers' dollars. All paying taxpayers' dollars. For what? To protect corporations, their corporations, and their interests, right? So you say neighbors. Neighbor safety teams. Neighbor. Which neighbor? The snitch? Al Sharpton? Messy Jesse? Type of thing? The way you always operate, because you can never look people in the eye and confront them like a man. Oh, that's right. You're mankind. Kind of, That's the problem. That is the problem, because we got men. But if you was behaving like a man, confronting whatever, you want to take this, you want to take that, okay, we'll see. Right? But front to front, not go around, using African American women, turning them into buckets of bleep, bleep, bleep. That's not cool. That is not cool. So neighborhoods, right there, they're telling you right there. It's an intelligence operation. It's an intelligence operation right here. What is she doing? Where is she live at? As I said, anything happened to me? Now you know. Now you know. Another one bites the dust, right? Another loop in the belt, under the belt, I don't know. That's it, because and they cultivate this sadism because it's not censored sadism. They call it horror movies or whatever. They call it this. They call it that. And it's the same thing. It's just people there, like literally masturbating, in front of people getting alone. I mean, oh, I can't deal with those people. Neanderthalism is just this. It's real, like they say, the millennial. It's real. They make me laugh because I don't want to cry. Yeah, I mean, like long gone are the youth. I always used to say the date. Long gone. Look at us now. They're like, oh no. Are you crazy? They will shut down my account. They're gonna shut down my account. And I got people who, they might discover me. They might discover me and I become the next Candace Owen or some shit. Well, I mean, which is like she's like the best of the bunch. I mean, like you can imagine the rest, how they are, right? But I mean, still, they're addicted to pink dick, I guess, because every time they do it, then they get rewarded like biscuit. That's how it's been working for them. And I'm not saying it, like any other way. I say it because it had to be said. And you guys said it, but when you guys said it, you said it as perpetuating the same thing. You say it as a joke, especially because there's a lot of agents, right? There's a lot of agents, so it had become like, okay, so you just tell them, oh yeah, make some joke about biscuits and masa. That's usually for how long. Like I mean, like a lot of people are, determined and willing to be protesting for another 50 years of that. So no solution, huh? They say like they continue, fighting, and we're gonna protest, and we're not gonna be like. Of course, it's a business, the non-profit industrial complex. They can create a George Floyd whenever they want to. That's what it is. So safety. Safety from what? We got record lows in criminality. I mean, now they're dividing it. They're like, oh no. But this crime, on this particular type of crime, is high, and it's more than last year. That's what they always say in the news. It's more than last year at this time of the year. They're always comparing, and they don't see. You don't see the whole thing from last year, right? It could happen ups and downs, but that's what they use. And people are so retarded that they go, oh yes, shootings up from last March, last year, on this day, it's like, and what about the second week of March, the third week of March, the fourth week of March? Oh no. Let's focus see like feminism. We got a headline and we beat it until it becomes the truth, like gobbles, right? Gobble, gobble, gobbles. That's what they do. Gobble, gobble, gobbles. It's just beyond. I mean, we already know that there's millions and millions of seriously damaged and all that. They've got, what about, even if it's only 100, come on. Fidel Castro started the revolution in Cuba with what, 82 men? 82. So there's no 82 of us. Come on. There's no 82 of us. I mean, at least in the city of New York, come on, come on. So we can do something in the Empire State. Let's start by denouncing and rejecting that name, Empire. You see, glamorizing imperialism, dead, glamorized death, right? Today I saw footage for the first time, NATO shootings in Iraq. And it's like, I still cannot believe it. I mean, like, you know, it's not like even like small towns, cities, humongous cities. I mean, for what I saw buildings just like, like as if it was in Argentina or whatever, like that's who we are. That's who we are. Maybe that's why I'm wearing red. How apropos, right? Very apropos. Oh my God, no. So it's not enough that they're spying on us. They have to put these neighbors. They gotta activate these neighbors in our communities. What time she usually go out? Which way she go? On top of that, right? So you do community service and you get rewarded with a bang. With a bang. That's the American way. Who am I next to the Honorable Malcolm X, the great Dr. Khalid Abdul Mohammed? Who am I? Nothing, nobody. And just the thing, not even a nobody can, get by. It's a backwards society. Not from now, not from yesterday, not from, Bolivar, Simon Bolivar. He said it. The United States are destined. No, it seemed like God have destined the United slaves to, enslave the Americas. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And sure enough, he saw it coming. I'm talking about 19th century. He saw it already coming. Of course, the Monroe Doctrine, which, Latin America is supposed to become, just a backyard, for the empire. Right now it's like, oh, you cannot produce anything. We got to get everything from over there. And it was like our president went to the White House and told them, right to their face. Like, we cannot continue, especially back then. Well, just like today, there's tons of shipments, just floating in the ocean because we don't have labor, which is the most expensive, commodity in the whole planet, and it's the least remunerated. We pay for bullshit rather than to pay people. So that's what I'm saying. That's a coup d'etat. That's a coup d'etat. Like before he leave, like they say it's projected. It's gonna start with 200 special people. They were trained for 1 week to be special, and that they're gonna have a special uniform. To make sure people know that's the representation of the, colonial masters, the Ministry of Colonies. I haven't seen the uniforms, but I doubt it. Come on. You don't see, you know, you used to see sometimes, one or two pigs, Now they go like 4, 5, 10 pigs, you see that. And they're just living it out. They go like, bushika, like, go like, man, everybody, they're just there, eating donuts and shit. And I just think that's our tax dollars right there. It's our tax dollars. I'm sure this year is going to be over $20 billion that we got to give them from the budget. All the rescue that was going to the peoples, the citizens, it went to, MTA, corporations, banks, and shit. That's what they like. That's what everybody say. You can say anything about Trump, but he gave 2 checks. 2 checks. Come on. Yeah, I know. That's part of the 30 something $1 trillion debt, right? Because for everything is like more greens, get more greens, and that's it. Just, like confetti. But I'm gonna leave it like that because I don't want to get in more trouble with the slave master than I'm already am. Oh, it's here. Now they changed the description of this iPhone in here. Yeah, he got the nerve to threaten us if we continue taping the pigs. But I'm crazy. Been warning for years about, totalitarianism. But I'm crazy. We got Hitler in Canada, like Oprah used to say, Canada. Probably that's the way you're supposed to pronounce it. Canada. You got Hitler over there freezing people's bank accounts just for dissenting him. And, they have Patriot Act. I don't know. I guess that came from Patriot Act. I don't know. Too much power for one cracker, Too much. And they're not even. They're Arabs and shit. Posing as white. And this is what's happening in Ukraine. In that area. They're spreading the virus all over the planet. I guess they ask him, please, can you go and, rape everybody, insert yourself into the original DNA, especially. That's one target. They say, no, the lineage. That's the lineage. Oh, there's no lineage. It was like, it was over there, and they're like, there's no lineage. But, they spin everything. They say that's the lineage. They say we are in their lineage. Come on. We had a Mongoloid invasion. But it's not from, the color don't come from them. And, and even the so-called Spanish, they're African, they call themselves Arabs or whatever, Moors. So, no, it's a lot. It's a lot to talk about. But, I think it's enough for today. I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep last night. It's been happening quite a while. It has been happening quite a while. Oh yeah, Friday. I'm going to Shitty Hall. I guess it's gonna be on Shitty Hall, right? Shitty Hall, yeah. Shitty Hall. The Legal Aid Society is hosting a protest, and I'm hoping to rip them a new one. Because I don't consent to this. I don't consent. Like they say, there was some writer who said, allegedly, I don't know. I have to doubt everything now. If you don't speak up, to protest, they're gonna torture you, they're gonna kill you, and on top of that, they're gonna say you love it. You loved every minute of it. That's the right. They're right, whatever they're right. They have this addiction to writing crap, crap, and more crap. And a lot of people they think it's like, oh my god, it's a book. That's legit. That's legit. How they convince us that the land have owners? The land don't have owners. The land, how they convince us that the water got owners? People was joking that they're gonna tell us they're gonna charge us for air, or, and I think they're doing it. I used to laugh when I heard about bottled water. She was like, "I'm not gonna buy it. It's free. Just open the damn faucet." Oh my god, everything is so scary. Raccoons, go away. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Come on. And everybody, like I'm telling you, everybody like, yeah, yeah, we want the Empire to get those hypersonics. They wanted to get those hypersonics so we can be there. Bleep, 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 bleep. I'm like, I'm writing down some channels. There's a channel in Argentina that like was like, and I think they tone it down. Like they wasn't even putting it together. Come on, and these are crackers. These are crackers. They're like down there. They got money galore. They got the channels just like here. Everything YouTube channel. I don't know if they have it on television. And Nazis, fascists, and I said like, yeah. So NATO, right? And England's gonna come for the land. 'Cause they're fighting. They're fighting. The Italians in Argentina and the Germans, they don't want the people from English to take Argentina because obviously they want to diversify. Imagine if it become like a straight up branch of England, where they're gonna go. So they always have used Argentina. Actually they funded, the propaganda campaigns. All that money that came from Argentina to Hitler. Lovely people, like Trump say, lovely people, fantastic. Yeah, they're amazing. Everything is amazing, amazing. Yes, fantastic. A hyperbolic, diabolic. Later.